Hello. I have a sinus infection and it is awful, but I went 3 years without getting sick. So that's pretty good. I noticed like a tickle in my throat Sunday night. Over the weekend, Saturday we went to book club. Sunday we went and saw Love Hurts. Loved it. So good. And then we went to Chili's after. And I thought my voice like it was like deeper in my throat. It was like down here, not in the back. And I thought it was from having to talk over the volume of Chili's. And then I woke up Monday with an insane fever. I think I got up to like 102 and body aches, chills, headache, dizzy. As you can imagine, I cannot keep my thoughts straight very well. So I slowly got myself to ate like some butternut squash bisque soup, which isn't really any food value. It was not even like a whole bowl of it. I just needed to get something in my stomach. Didn't take any Tylenol because I didn't want to mask my fever. Went to the urgent care. They tested me for COVID, type A and type B flu, and strep throat, and it all came back negative. And then she looked in my ear. She goes, "Oh yeah, you have a sinus infection." I'm like, cute. Like my throat, my nose, but my right ear, at least of yesterday, was clear. Went to pick up my prescriptions. Of course, the pharmacy was on their lunch break, so I had to wait like a half an hour. And I just went in the car, curled up in a ball. Mind you, this is like the first spring day. It was over 50 degrees and sunny. And normally, as a Michigander, when the weather's like that, you're like t-shirt and shorts. You're completely delusional in the spring. However, it felt like it was 0 degrees out for me. So I was wearing a full winter hat, 2 pairs of pants, 2 shirts, and my long parka winter coat, like the one that's basically a sleeping bag. And I was still violently shivering, waiting in line. And of course, I masked up because I don't want anyone else to get this. And I'm kind of quarantining in my house because I don't want to give it to my mom. What was I saying? Oh yeah, but finally got my prescription after just sitting in the car for half an hour. Like, I wasn't crying, but my eyes couldn't stop watering from the pain. Because I already have joint pain. The fever pain is just kind of next level. It feels like your nerves are on fire. But I did run into my friend, a fellow skating coach at CBS, and I was like, "So I'm probably not going to be at work tomorrow." And she's like, "Yeah, I don't think so." Finally got my prescription, got myself a jug of sparkling like cherry lime flavored water. I think I got some like bags of nuts. I wish I had gotten just the cheap, nasty, super salty instant ramen because that's like all I crave when I'm sick. But I forgot. I like walked over to where the soup kind of is, and by the time I got there, I was like, why am I here? So my fever brain is. So I'm gonna attempt to make some spicy, salty ramen on my own. I have ramen noodles. I think I'm gonna just use sriracha sauce and ginger and just salt to make the broth and see if that helps. Just if it tastes even slightly palatable, I'm game. Oh, I took a bath yesterday. I finally took an Epsom salt bath. I've been meaning to take one for 2 months. I guess the universe was like, hey, you got time now. It was honestly great. I also knew that I still had a fever because I had the bath like as hot as I could get it, which normally is too hot for me. It felt lukewarm, and I'm like, oh, that's not good. Today, my big goals are to eat, to take a shower because that's like the only thing that makes me feel like slightly okay. Go through my emails, do my accounting. I already contacted everyone to let them know I cannot go to the rink today because I'm contagious and I'm dizzy. 2 things that are not good to be around people and to be on the ice. You shouldn't be constantly dizzy and almost falling over. I text myself other things to do. Oh, I'm gonna put away my clean laundry because I can do that at the slowest pace possible and it doesn't matter. And I realized upon trying to find pajamas that I would be comfortable in because my body hurts so much that I really need to go through my pajamas. I think it was in December. I went through my layering shirts, like my tanks, my t-shirts and camis, and I kind of did the comfort test with all those. I'm like, I don't wear these ones because they're uncomfortable and or the color. So I pulled those out and they're in a laundry basket. So maybe today, if I'm feeling up to it, at some point, I'm gonna go through my pajamas. We'll see. I'd like to do that. That's like my big lofty goal today. And then, because again, I have time and I'm not gonna go anywhere, I wanna give myself a little mani-pedi. I have already taken off my nail polish like 3 weeks ago. I have cut them. I still need to file them and then I'll paint them. Hopefully, by the end of this vlog, I will be human again. Oh, and I ordered pictures that printed. I picked them up. I was like, since I have to go to CVS for a prescription, might as well, so I can scrapbook. So I'm almost 10 years behind in my scrapbooking. Wow, I've been yapping for 10 minutes. Okay, I'm gonna shut up now and we're gonna try to get some things done. I'm gonna eat. I'm gonna get up, make food. I'm gonna eat. So it's Wednesday. I thought I was getting a little bit better yesterday, but I think the Celebrex just covered up the fever because I still have a fever. So this is day 3 of having a fever. I also got no sleep because I kept coughing myself awake. And the pain isn't like, you know how like the back of your mouth, kind of that part of your throat? It's not there. It's down deep here, like where my esophagus, I feel like hits my chest. Long story short, I don't feel better. I also realized they didn't test me for RSV, and the Z-Pack is for a bacterial infection. So if I have a viral infection, it's not going to do anything, and I'm just going to continue to get like sicker and sicker, and I'm contagious longer, and the fever is what's really kicking my butt, and the no sleep. I think if I had slept, because the night before I slept really well, but now I can't sleep. I kind of have to sit upright to try to sleep, and like no one gets good sleep sitting upright. I am not a horse. So now I'm gonna go back to the urgent care. I'm gonna have them test me for everything they didn't test me for, and maybe ask for them to give me Tamiflu, because Tamiflu is for viral infections, and take that on top of this, because I feel progressively more sick. And normally after like 24 hours of an antibiotic or an antiviral, depending on what I have, I already start to feel better. I'm like, but I'm not feeling better at all. I'm feeling worse. I think the only reason I can't cry is because I'm too tired to. So I'm eating a snack right now. I just took my medicine and I'm eating applesauce. Also, Josie went to the vet today for her annual. She does not feel well. Do you, Josephine? And my mom took her, and I stayed home with Rusty. It's his birthday, by the way, so I'm hoping to celebrate. But she stopped by Target and she picked up like a Vicks Vapor Rub stick, a 6-pack of cheap ramen. So I ate some ramen. It was really hard to finish it, but I was like, you need to eat. I think maybe I overdid it by going through my pajamas yesterday. I don't know. I'm struggling, you guys. I'm gonna eat my applesauce and my M&Ms. I don't want to go outside. It's raining and cold. And I'm already cold. This is bull crap.
Rusty, sit. Sit. Oh, he's so handsome. Oh, he's so handsome. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Rusty. Happy birthday to you. Who's not your birthday, Josephine? Josie. Yay! Birthday! Josephine! The way the hat moves.
So I went back to urgent care and they gave me an antiviral and an inhaler. We picked those up. I also got more ice cream, but My stomach has been so upset just from like the drainage and the medication and not being able to eat because it's upset that I have not had my ice cream yet. Maybe I'll feel well enough today. And I still had a fever when I went to bed last night. The inhaler is kind of for my coughing fits. So they told me like when I have a coughing fit, like use it before bed, and then if I have a coughing fit in the middle of the night, I can use it again. It's every like 4 to 6 hours. So I used it right before bed, and I almost started crying because I went to bed at 9:30 and I woke up at 10:30 with another coughing fit, and I thought, oh my god, it's gonna be another night of no sleep. And then I did the inhaler again. Mind you, I don't think I've ever had an inhaler of any kind, so I don't know if I'm like doing it sufficiently. And then I woke up at like 1:30, full sweat. I went from being super cold to too hot. So I think that's when my fever finally broke, and I was in a lot of pain and coughing fit again. So I did the inhaler again. Then I went back to sleep, and that time I slept from 1:30 a.m. to 7:30 a.m. So that was the longest stretch I've slept in the past couple of days. Thankfully, I was supposed to take the antiviral at 8 a.m. So I was like, well, it's 7:38. I'm just gonna take that and my Celebrex and do the inhaler and go back to sleep. So I went back to sleep till 10:55. That's when I woke up again. And I'm feeling a lot better. I definitely don't have the fever anymore. I took my temperature. It's back down to normal, which for me is actually low compared to other people. Same thing as my mom. I still have a headache, but I'm not sensitive to the sunlight anymore. My ears, my jaw, my neck, like all my lymph nodes still hurt. Still coughing up like blood a little bit, which they told me they're not surprised because I'm just so dry. It's like just raw. It's just raw in there. So that's why. And then it's actually pretty beautiful out today. So I was like, I'm gonna go for a walk. It's sunny, 45 degrees. Well, tell me why when I go for like a 10-minute walk, that it starts raining sideways. I ended up having to walk like almost 10 minutes in the rain, and I couldn't walk any faster because that's another thing, I keep getting dizzy. I'm like dizzy and still shaky. And now it's sunny again, and that's rude. I think that's rude. So I have my weird little toe flip-flops. I'm gonna give myself a pedicure. I have to reach out to the rest of my skating students and tell them I'm not coaching tomorrow. I'm also going to reach out to as many of the ladies who come to my senior chair yoga class and let them know that I canceled it. I put a sign on the door when I went to urgent care. It's down the street, so I went and I put a sign on the door, and then I came home. I prefer them not have to drive all the way out there to see that, but at least it's sunny now and I can just sit in the sun. But yeah, that's my plan. Do a little computer work now that I'm not dizzy when I'm sitting down now. I used to be dizzy constantly. Now I'm only dizzy when I'm standing up. So that is progress. No fever, and I'm only dizzy when I'm standing up. My next goal is to stop coughing blood. Also, look how little I have left of this book. So I'm hoping I can finish this by the end of tomorrow. That would be a nice goal. I'm so over this. This is not how I wanted to get a vacation. I'm gonna paint my toes, which you're not gonna see because I'm not giving out my feet for free on the internet. He's a good boy. You're so sweet. Hello. Hello, wow, I'm serving forehead today. Does anyone else get this where like, I don't know if it's like a curly haired thing, but like your scalp starts to hurt when you've had your hair in one direction, like because you style it wet when it's curly. So I needed to just do it the other way. It's Saturday afternoon and I'm feeling a lot better. Fever is gone. I'm not coughing up blood anymore. I still am really dizzy and lightheaded when I stand for too long, but not like when I immediately stand up. Also, as you can tell, my voice is kind of like in and out. My nose isn't constantly running now. It was yesterday, but there's still like drainage and it's not cute. I do be still coughing up stuff, just at least it's not red. But I definitely feel like I'm over the hump. now my goal is like recovering completely and getting back to 100% healthy. But I wanted to kind of close this vlog because I think tomorrow I might spend the day scrapbooking. However, I did finish When the Moon Hatched this morning, and I have thoughts, so I thought we could do a little review. The 6th book I read this year was When the Moon Hatched by Sarah A. Parker. I enjoyed this book, but I feel like I still don't know what was going on. And not just because I had a fever while I read the last 200 pages. It's a story. Where is it going? Not 100% sure. Did I like it? Yes. Do I like the characters? Yes. Do I know them all very well and in depth? No. But do I kind of like the first impression that I've been given? Yes. Yeah, this was a really long book. This is almost 700 pages, literally 10 pages shy of being 700 pages. And I did not know 90% of what was going on. I still enjoyed it. Also, the dragons, descriptively, so pretty. It has some good laughs in there, but again, mostly lost. Hi, Josephine. Are you jealous of Rusty? Hi. Well, you can't be there. You can be here. Okay, there we go. But on that note, with me not knowing what's going on, I still really liked it, so I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5. Only because I was lost and confused, but I still liked it. Okay, now that everyone's in my lap, I feel like this is a good spot to end the vlog. I hope you enjoyed this weird sick person vlog, and yeah, that's kind of all I got. So on that note, I will see ya, hopefully feeling 100% better when I see ya. Are we just gonna sit here now in the sun? I'm not allowed to move, am I? It's sunbathing time.